Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a divine feminine healing reading. And so this has been highly requested, so I decided that I would bring one forth to the collective. So you're either going to resonate with the messages or you won't. So as usual, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. So I'm going to be using 4 different decks here today. They're all decks that I've created, and they are all available in my Etsy shop for purchase for US customers. If you're international, email me and I'll send you a special link to order them. The only one that's not available at this time internationally is my Spirits of Darkness and Light divination deck. So it's something that I'm still trying to work out with the printing company. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're just going to kind of see what spirits right now at this time are in our lives, kind of operating for whatever reason. Now, feminines can be men or females. It really doesn't matter. We're just focusing on the energy of our feminine side, okay? So our feminine side is going to be more receptive, intuitive, possibly emotional, reflective. I don't know if I already said that, but yes, that is going to be the energy that we're really focused on. So let's see what we come up here with. We have Spirit of the Key. This is beautiful. We have solution, wisdom, and spiritual knowledge. So right now, at this particular time, there is some sort of a key that is being presented to you, or maybe it is about to be presented to you. Sometimes keys are very difficult to find. There is usually a piece to the puzzle, and we're searching and we're looking. We've looked everywhere. We've overlooked it. But there it is, right? We come across it and it's like, oh my gosh, there it is. There's that last piece of the puzzle. So I feel like there's definitely either a solution or a way out or some little crumb of wisdom that has a lot of valuable spiritual knowledge and a lesson. So there's something here of value. And so Spirit's telling you, don't discount the lesson here. Don't discount the search for the answer. And it's not about racking your brain to find this answer or stressing yourself out to figure out this wisdom or the solution. Sometimes those things just happen when we're calm and when we take our time. So the message that I'm getting is that we are being presented with from Spirit with a key, kind of like a solution to our issues or our problems or even our suffering at this particular time. So let's just see what the heck that has to do with. So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle. Let's get an energy that goes with this solution, wisdom, or spiritual knowledge. What is this energy? Oh, okay. So immediately what I'm getting here is that any kind of lower energy, which is feeling just upset, feeling a lot of regret, sadness, shame. I mean, this is the thing. Obviously, these types of emotions are in place for a reason. Anger can sometimes be utilized for survival. It can sometimes be utilized for strength, for empowerment. Fear is obviously there to guard you against certain things, to, give you that sort of alarm if something's off or wrong. So regret can also work in that way, but we're not meant to dwell in these energies. When we dwell in the energy of being so regretful, we can't forgive ourselves. We just keep raking ourselves over the coals, right? That's not really helping us or helping anyone or anything. We can blame ourselves all day long. Sometimes people, if they feel really bad about something that they've done, we've all screwed up. We've all done things, whether it was deliberate or non-deliberate, to hurt people. And we end up feeling really, really badly about this. And sometimes people tend to overcompensate because they feel so guilty, because they feel so bad. But really, that kind of energy isn't helpful to anyone. It actually ends up putting the person that you feel very bad or you feel very sorry and you want them to know how sorry you are. Sometimes that can actually end up putting that person off to where it now seems to be inauthentic, as in, you may want their forgiveness, but maybe they're not ready to give it to you. Maybe they aren't comfortable with it. Maybe they just can't get to a point. Maybe they just can't get to the same page as you and they're ready to move forward. So sometimes we can react to that and get pissed off that the other person isn't seeing how sorry we are. How could they not see it? How come they can't forgive me? Let's just start fresh. Let's just start new. And sometimes people just are not ready. So this is an energy here that's saying, don't waste your time in regret. There is something to learn from this feeling. There's something to learn. There could be a karmic lesson here, as in, you know what? This feeling is very uncomfortable. I don't like it. Now I can see how I've hurt other people. Or it could be maybe somebody has hurt you and you feel this feeling. It feels terrible. You don't like it, but you're not meant to be stuck in that energy. So you're meant to feel it, process it, but then carry on. So whether it's been done to you or you've done it to someone else, don't waste too much time in this energy, because that energy can sometimes take you down in the wrong direction. So let's go ahead and go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot for a message to confirm that. Okay, definitely about the connection. Okay, definitely about the connection. So there's a lot of regret about something related to your connection with either your masculine, you know, how you relate, what happened between the two of you, whatever energy that you're currently in with the masculine. This is definitely telling you here that there's some regret. Now, maybe your masculine has regret about your connection. You have regret, a little bit of both. Regret that you guys can't be together, let's just say, or maybe regret for things that people have done to each other in this connection. But again, there is a solution. There is some sort of spiritual lesson here at hand. So if we're too busy with our head and our hands, we're not going to be able to see something. So don't waste too much time with your head down and feeling sad. Something has happened or hasn't happened for a reason. Make sure that you are aware enough. You are amongst, you know, just like you're aware. So that way you can grab that spiritual lesson and wisdom when you need it. So let's now go into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, you guys, this umbrella is the card of protection. So sometimes things that don't happen, it's because it's sheltering us from something. It's protecting us from something. So again, don't waste too much time being sad over perhaps your connection not going in the way that you would like it to, or whatever's happening here. Try not to waste too much time in this energy. It's not going to help you. It's not going to uplift you. Maybe at this time it's protecting you from something that you're unaware of. So it's kind of like Spirit knows more. Trust and have faith that Spirit is protecting you and has your back at this particular time. So I'm definitely getting this energy here for feminines. Just try to take your head out of your hands and see things from a bigger perspective, or see the bigger picture at hand. Your divine partnership, if it's meant to be, it's something that will happen with time. If it doesn't happen right now, it's not happening for a reason. So that's what the opening message is. So don't waste too much time in sadness and regret. All right, let's see what else we get. We have Spirit of the Wolf, loner, fierce instincts. So it may be time for us to maybe be independent and on our own for a period of time. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It might also be time for us to get into that fierce energy. So if we have been treated a certain way, or maybe we've been getting the runaround, or maybe something is just not happening, we just kind of keep going around in the same circles with the connection, and we just kind of feel like we're losing ground, or what's the point, blah, blah, blah. This might be an energy where it's time for us to take control and to be a little bit more fierce and to trust our instincts. Sometimes we have a tendency with these soul connections to discount our intuition or discount our instincts and really give a pass when maybe we really shouldn't. Unconditional love a lot of times is mistaken for enabling crappy behavior. And that's not what unconditional love is. We're not enabling people to continuously be shitty to us or abuse us in any way, or to continuously give us the runaround. So that is not really what unconditional love is all about. You love yourself enough and unconditionally love the other person enough to say, you know what, you're not ready, and that's okay. Let me know when you are. But you also have the right to protect yourself and to say, you know what, I'm going to choose to go in this direction. I'm going to put up a healthy boundary with this person that I have unconditional love with. Okay? So spirit of the wolf is loner. And it could even be that your masculine needs some time on his own as well. So let's go ahead and get a theme here that goes with this. Oh, spirit astounds me, right? Look at that. Solitude, loner. Are you kidding me right now? So there's definitely an energy where somebody needs some time. Now, if you're dealing with the masculine who's in another relationship, they're going to need time on their own. The last thing that you want is someone to go from one relationship with someone else now into another relationship with you. There's no time for healing. There's no time to separate any kind of issues or residual crap that they're going to have attached to that person. This might be something that they drag on into your relationship. You want a fresh, nice start, of course, with this masculine. You definitely want to allow some time to clear. But remember, this reading is more about you. So do you see how messages can come up about the connection when we're focusing on the feminine? But this is a time for you, feminine. That's what I'm really getting from this. It's a time for you to be fierce and independent and on your own, and use your instincts to guide you on this journey, this solo journey, perhaps for some of you. It's your time. It's your time to step into your power, to empower yourself, to carve out your own destiny, enjoy your own journey. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite cards for somebody who is just exploring life and having the best time. Excitement and curiosity. Exactly. This could be a time for travel. This could be a time for trying brand new things that are exciting, things that you're curious about. This is about being a student of life. So again, there's something that's not happening within your divine partnership for a reason. So instead of feeling sad and being in a state of regret, Spirit's saying, don't waste time in that energy. Instead, embrace this solitude, embrace your fierceness, embrace your independence, and do something with this energy. Live your life, get out there, have some fun. That is the message. I love this. So sixes are cards of harmony. I'm sorry, numbers of harmony. Sixes are harmony in relationships. So this says raise your vibration and choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others at this time. So sometimes people that are not on the same page, it's not a good vibration. So the best thing that you can possibly do is just go your own separate ways for the time being and just kind of do your own thing for a while. That right there is helping you to raise your vibration and being in peace and harmony with yourself, which helps you to be in peace and harmony with other people. So of course, the answer is to choose yourself at this time, which you should always, but really, really embrace your independence and your solitude and really, really jump into new and exciting adventures and maybe do certain things that you've always wanted to do. This is the perfect time for those things. Doesn't have to be a dark, sad time. It just doesn't. All right, what else? Spirit of light, awakening, new dawn, and beginnings. So there could possibly be something, you're definitely going towards the light. You might even be having some sort of a second awakening. A new dawn is on the horizon. There's beginnings, new beginnings, time or abilities to start fresh, start new. There's always that opportunity to start over if you want to. And we have dark night. I love this. Going from the dark to the light. Yeah. So if you guys have been in the energy of darkness, that's about ready to change. You're going towards the light. We have to go through the dark, unfortunately, in order to get to the light. So it's just a part of the human experience. It's a part of who we are. We're all made up of dark and light. So this is an energy where you're coming out of that darkness and you're going towards the light. But the choice has to be yours. See, Four of Cups. Four of Cups is an energy where somebody just isn't getting it. They're just not getting it. They're not seeing something. They're either not able to participate in the connection. They're not able to see this as an opportunity that they want to take. So that's why it says missed opportunity. They're not able to see things from a higher perspective. So they're kind of dissatisfied with their own lives. So I feel that you're kind of coming to this realization that maybe this masculine that you're connected to has missed out on this opportunity with you, but rather than putting your life on hold, putting your head in your hands, you are instead focusing on moving forward towards the light in your own ascension process. You're not making your journey all about this union or all about this masculine. You're still focused on your light. You're still focused on, maybe your mission or the things that you came here to do. And that's not a bad thing. 333, I love this. This is about getting into the zone within yourself. It says Trinity, mind, body, soul. You are in the zone now, so that way you can express your authentic self. So this is the thing. I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you here is that this is a time for you, Divine Feminine. This is a time for you to do something despite something not happening perhaps with your masculine. Something is not happening for a reason. That's okay. This missed opportunity is just missed right now. It just means you're not a vibrational match. You guys are not on the same page. That's okay. You can keep moving forward. You can focus on being in your own zone, expressing your authentic self, expressing yourself with your life's purpose, your mission, what you came here to do. We don't have to have our divine counterpart or our masculine in order to be able to move forward with our plans and move forward with our life's purpose and our journey and things like that. The union comes when it's meant, but you still got to keep doing your work and healing and moving forward on your own. So that's a beautiful message. So we have 6s and 3s that came up as numbers. And so if you guys are seeing that from Spirit, this could be special messages for you when it comes to those particular messages that have already come through. All right, let's go ahead and get another. Okay, so we have the Spirit of the Scales, which is karma, justice, and balance. So there may be some sort of a karmic lesson, or it could be another contract, either that, okay, see, we have cycles here. I feel like there is a karmic cycle that's at hand right now, whether it be with the masculine or you feminine. And so until this balances out, that seems to be what the holdup is. People still have to learn karmically. They have to learn through their karma. So these two cards wanted to pop out. I do feel like some, and this is not going to resonate for all feminines out there, but some of your masculines are in other foundations and commitments with other people. Okay. So until this cycles through, until they are able to cut that cord with their partner, their marriage partner, whatever they have tied together, this is something where your connection is on hold. 7 of Pentacles is a card of pause, and it gives us and allows us an opportunity to reevaluate what we want. So I do feel, again, we're not making this about the masculine, but I feel like it is Spirit's way of just kind of letting you know that certain scales are being balanced at this time. You're in the middle of a cycle. It's giving people an opportunity to reevaluate what they want. Now, this goes for you feminine as well. You might be at a point where you're just going to move forward with your own plans, whatever that entails. Maybe it's some sort of a work venture. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to travel. But whatever it is, it gives you an opportunity to reevaluate your own circumstances and your own journey and your own future and figure out what you want to do and where you want to lay roots and what you want for your future. So it gives everybody an opportunity to reevaluate as there's some sort of a balancing of the scales that's taking place at this time. It might even be that you are currently in that sort of situation on your own. Maybe you currently are tied up in a karmic partnership or a lesson or something like that, and you're trying to figure out your situation as well as maybe the masculine. Maybe you're holding that up as well. And so it's giving you an opportunity to cycle something through, cycle a lesson through, or just cycle up this unfinished business. All right. Oh, I didn't get a sign from Spirit on that. Sorry, guys. Hold on for a sec. Here it is. Yeah, see, look at that. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So until this happens, until this cycles through, we can't really go through a new door. Okay, do you see that home there? There's a door here. There's a transition into this home. So right now, people have to cycle through some sort of karmic debt, lesson, contract in order to transition into this home that they want, whether they're going into this home but on their own or with maybe perhaps their person. But we can't open up new doors until we close old ones. That's what this is. It's unfinished business. It's either for you or the masculine, and that just seems to be where the holdup is at this time. All right. Another energy. Okay, so we have the feminine coming up in this reading. So it says receptive, intuitive, and nurturing. Feminine spirit's coming up in her own reading. Let's get the energy here. She's at a crossroads. So the feminine is at a crossroads right now. Not sure what she wants to do. I say she. But right here, it's like, does she go this way or does she go that way? The choice is yours, feminine. The choice is always yours. I think it's interesting. I do get comments sometimes where, people will say things like, you're you're influencing people to not choose their twin flame or not choose this divine partnership. Well, this is the thing. I am influencing people to empower themselves and to choose themselves at the end of the day. So I'm influencing people to make healthy decisions for themselves. So however that's triggering you, that is definitely on you. Because at the end of the day, whenever you watch a reading, it's up to you on what you're going to do with the information. It's either going to resonate with you or if it's not, or it's not. And so I'm not making anybody or telling anybody to do anything. It's always on the viewer. So I just want to make that clear. See? Do you want to charge ahead? Or do you want to go over here? Do you want to move forward? Or do you want to kind of hang out and wait? Again, the choice is yours, feminines. Absolutely. What does your gut tell you? What does your intuition tell you? What feels good to you? What's going to nourish you? If it nourishes you and it feels right for you to wait, not a problem. But for some, that's not where the peace is. That's not what feels nurturing. That's not what feels good to you. So you've got to pay attention to what feels right for you. To each their own. And we have, again, a lot of energy with numbers. 222, partnerships and balance. Pay attention to the new people entering your life. But also take the time to balance your time and energy in existing ones. So this is about healing on all levels. Balancing out the energies within yourself, balancing out the energies within partnerships. We don't always have to have a person in front of us or communicating with a person to balance out energies. We can do this balancing on our own. We can close up cycles and chapters with people on our own. It's a simple forgiving, clearing, healing energy and letting go. We don't always need somebody. I mean, it would be great, right? It would be great for anybody that's ever done you wrong or has hurt you or inflicted something onto you to give you that nice apology or closure or whatever. Absolutely would be wonderful. But that's just not reality. I can't tell you I can't even count on my fingers how many times I feel like I've been slighted and I haven't ever gotten any kind of apology from a person. I've just had to kind of come to this conclusion or this healing on my own. So sometimes that's just what happens. Sometimes we have to come to balance within ourselves on our own, even without the other person. So feminines, the message here is that use your intuition when it comes to the direction that you want to take. And the Chariot's energy is about charging ahead. So I do feel like what Spirit is telling you here is to make sure that you just continue to move forward. Now, that doesn't mean that you're screwing anything up or that you're leaving anyone behind. That just means that you're continuing to move forward with your life, which if you're just sitting around and you're waiting, you're not really living, you're stagnating, right? Maybe there's certain lessons or certain things that you're supposed to learn, but you're kind of robbing yourself from those experiences because you're just sitting there with the one-track mind, very narrow pathway. If you open up your horizons and you charge and you steam ahead and you move forward and you're engaging in life, you're ascending, you're expanding. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is not about you're chucking your twin flame journey away. You're saying the hell with the masculine. Okay, because I'm I just have to laugh because I'm getting accused of saying that. Like I'm trying to take twin flames off their path. I'm trying to empower people on their journey. So again, if that's triggering you, you got to examine why that's triggering you so much to take care of yourself at the end of the day. That's really on you, not me. But again, this is about balancing yourself within these partnerships, balancing the relationship and the partnership that you have with yourself. And this does say new people and existing people. So this is about a little bit of both. Old energies, new energies, balancing both. It's not about being stuck in the past or only focused on the present. Find a balance between maybe how to move forward. You still take this energy with your masculine with you, but you're still willing to participate in life and new experiences to grow and to heal. That is the message here. So your life and your journey is what you make it. So if you make this journey all about your masculine and you make it all about sitting around and waiting and, praying for union, maybe it'll happen, but what if it doesn't? So when we make the choice to take care of ourselves and move forward and just participate in life and live, and that is a very enjoyable, high vibrational energy for anyone. And whatever is meant for you, you can't screw that up. So what are we so worried about if we move forward? If you move forward and this connection never catches up with you, then I don't think that might be anything that is meant. So if it's just not meant, it's just not meant. And so sometimes we have to be willing to take that risk. And if you're afraid to take that risk, that might mean that maybe you don't have as much faith in this connection as you thought you did. So that might be telling you something as well. All right, let's get one last message. We have the Spirit of the Fae. I love this because this is a very playful card. Get out and live. That's the message here. Get out and live. And I am not saying that living is going out and doing this and screwing around and, living it up with other people and, having all kinds of sex and all this other stuff. That is not what I'm saying, unless that's something that's going to make you happy. But it's about living a little, being in an energy of being a kid again. There's nothing wrong with that. Give yourself permission to live, to play. Maybe even to fantasize. Like maybe things that you've been fantasizing about. You've always dreamt of traveling. You've always dreamt of doing this, trying skydiving. I'll never do that, but I'm just saying, like maybe you always dreamt of doing something crazy like that. It's time for you to get out and start doing those things. Instead of maybe sitting inside and just waiting for life to show up. No, you're going out and you're participating in that life. Oh, I love this. This is an energy here. It says mischief play, but it also says fantasy. We have 5D energy here. So again, this is about opening, expanding our minds, living from a higher vibration. So again, people, if you look at moving forward and embracing yourself and choosing you on your journey as a bad thing, we're getting here that is where it's at. That energy actually helps you to expand. It helps you to ascend by being in this energy of mischief and play and having fun. It's a very high vibrational energy because guess what? There's still trials and tribulations on your twin flame journey. There just is. There's still tests. There's still people that are resistant. There's still a cycle that hasn't been closed just yet. So there's still some things going on. So why not live a little and feel good in your life in the meantime? Why have your head in your hands and be miserable this entire journey? Fuck that is what I have to say. All right, last message. Look, I just love it. I just love it. It started with the key and it ends with the key. I can't believe this. You are the key, Divine Feminine. You are the key. So right now, rather than trying to unlock this mystery, rather than trying to figure it all out, when are we going to come back together in union? Am I ever going to be happy? What does this mean? What is this connection? All of those questions that you may have, all those mysteries of life. What I have to say about that is it's very similar to people that have questions or the mystery of the universe and how it was created. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all based on faith, right? Yes, there's some factual things, but some people will say it's very faith-based, of a higher power and all this cosmic energy, right? So you either choose to have that faith or you don't. So it's the same thing with these divine partnerships. A lot of people want to know when it's going to happen and if it's going to happen. That's like asking a question when you're going to die and if there's a heaven or a hell or whatever, what's going to happen to me after I die. Why would you think that this information would be available to you about this divine partnership, but it's not available for people with what happens after they die? There's no concrete evidence really of anything. There's no 100% accurate answers or understanding of anything. It's all about your own feelings. It's all about what you believe. So try not to worry so much about needing to have the answers of, is this person this, or what is going to happen? Erase it from your mind. The answer here is to live. The answer here is to really just be in the energy of living and feeling good and working on your own ascension process, letting your partner do the same, realizing that there's certain things that you might be sheltered from at this time from coming together for a reason. There's a higher purpose that something is not happening. There's still some sort of trials and tribulations that are at work right now. There's still some sort of ascension energy here that needs to be embraced on your part, your divine masculine's part. And until people, come to their own conclusions on things, then we may just still be in this energy of only being connected in 5D and not in the 3D. And that's okay. So Spirit is saying you've got to find a balance within yourself and within this partnership and find a way to and choose to be happy on this journey instead of making it a miserable experience for yourself. And not all feminines are in that energy. So that's really a message that's speaking to people that are in a very tough spot, or they just don't even understand what's the point. I don't want to deal with this energy anymore. So make it less about needing to figure out how and when things are going to happen, and really focus more on living and growing and just enjoying this journey rather than focusing on the destination. Enjoy the journey, stop focusing on the destination. And that is where the key, that's unlocking something within you that's helping you to ascend even to a higher level and to see things from a higher perspective and to gain that healing that you're looking for. So there is a solution here. I'm not saying it's in this freaking reading. I'm not that gifted. I'm just saying that there's some kind of a key that you have to unlock, and it comes from within. But I'm going to tell you where the answer isn't. It's not here. It's not here. Okay? So I hope that you guys got something good from that reading, something positive. I always want these readings to be very empowering, which is why I always guide the reading back to you. And of course, you guys can see the cards. That's just the way that the energy rolls. But I always want to help people to empower themselves at the end of the day and not focus so much on another person to supply your happiness. So if you guys are not about that, and if that doesn't resonate with you, it might be best to just unsubscribe and not watch my readings anymore. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with everything that I say, but like I said, I'm a person of helping people to choose healthier habits for themselves, to save themselves, to love themselves more, to care for themselves, not lose themselves on the account of another person. So if you guys are just, like I said, not in that wave of energy, with these readings, totally okay. But we might just, be best to part ways, right? So anyways, you guys, have a fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.